Hi, welcome to Parks and Rec's Craft Corner. My name is Penny and I'm the assistant manager here at the Burt Cobb Rec Center. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make some paper beads. This cool, fun project is going to be really fast and simple, and the best thing about it is you'll be able to do it with stuff you probably have laying around the house. So first things first, let's talk about our supplies. We need paper. Right now, we all got the message and we know there's no more school this year. So dig in those backpacks, get that schoolwork, find some coloring sheets, junk mail, wrapping paper, anything you got laying around the house will work perfect. The next thing you need is going to be a ruler, some scissors, and a pencil. You'll also need either a straw, a coffee stirrer, or I like to use a paintbrush. If you don't have those latter three things, you can continue to use the pencil as the utensil to make your beads. And then you'll also need glue. I prefer the liquid glue, but like we said, it's whatever you have sitting around the house. The stick glue will work just as fine. So our first step in making these paper beads is our template. I went ahead and started this just for time's sake. I like using a ruler's length. So what you do is you will go ahead and make a ruler's width on the paper like this. And then once you have your strip, you're going to take the ruler again and divide the strip in half to give you an angular shape. Once you have the angular shape, next step is we're just cutting them. Just follow the line like so. And there you have it, your first paper bead. Like I said, for sake of time, I went ahead and pre-cut a lot of strips and using various different types of paper. The first step is to use the utensil you've chosen. I like I said, to use the paintbrush. This project tends to be for 6 years old on up. The younger the crafter, usually the bigger the utensil to make it easier for them. Like I said, I prefer liquid glue, so I use 1 dot of the liquid glue, about 2 finger widths from the fattest end. And then you are going to begin to roll the paper on up. Once you get to about 2 inches or more, I like to add the glue on the inside all the way down. You keep rolling it. Once you get to the end, if you need to add a little bit more glue to secure the point, you can do so, and then slides right off. So, like I said, it doesn't really matter what kind of paper you use. If you are using something like junk mail or catalog papers, something to consider is choose the side that's the most interesting to you. Like, for instance, if this is the strip you've chosen, I prefer this side. It's a little more colorful. And if you notice, this isn't cut with the triangular strips. It's gonna be straight up and down. So regardless of the shape of the bead, you guys just gotta get fun with it and have a good time and get creative. And you know, while I was preparing for this project, I was thinking about something. You know, we got Mother's Day coming up. And we want, you know, to think about gifts for the moms and the grandmas or the aunties or the women that are important in our lives. And I don't know about you, but as a mother myself, we have, through the years, gotten so many coloring sheets. How cool would it be if we took that coloring sheet and turned it into paper beads and then gifted that important woman in our life a wearable piece of art this year? And you know, it's from the heart, and we're not cluttering up the refrigerator, you know, it's just an idea. We can use this quarantine time to make it a little more interesting. So the average necklace takes between 17 and 20 beads. The average bracelet takes between 7 and 10 beads. Once you have made as many beads as you feel you need to give them about 30 minutes to dry, and then you'll need to use yarn, cording, elastic, whatever you have available, and go ahead and start stringing them. If you want to make it a little more interesting, you can use beads or anything like that you have around the house. We actually had some jewelry findings and we made some earrings to go along with it. This is a real fun project. It doesn't take long. Anybody can do it, and we hope you enjoy it. So have fun crafting, and we hope to see you next time on the Craft Corner.